Hi, today I'm going to put the diff back in the car, hopefully get the suspension on, the uprights in, and generally get the back end back together again. Well, I've got to change the supports for the diff, so there's the new one there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. As you know, the bolts to release the old one of these is underneath here. Now I may be able to get these off, so I'm going to give it a go, see how easy it is to get the old ones off, and then assess how easy it is to get the new ones on. And I might end up having to take the tank out, so let's see how we get on with that. Well, I've tried with the spanner. I can turn the nuts at the back there, but on this side, I can't even feel the nut on the bolt on the back of there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the tank and see if I can raise it up a bit, and see whether I can get to them more easily then. Well, first thing I'm going to do is loosen off these straps here and here, so I'm going to do that. It's not very tight. I'm hoping I don't have to take all of this tank out, because it's all these old pipes, the vents and the fuel pipe the other side. That's really gone hard. But I did think I might take them out, because I could then coat the inside of the tank with, you can get this new sort of epoxy or 2-pack stuff that prevents them rusting through with this new ethanol fuels we have to put up with these days. It's going to go anywhere. It's a strap. There's no fuel in the tank. That's the straps release. It's not moving at all. Maybe it's bolted at the back. Let me just go and check that out. Oh, it's moving. So I did think this cross member might have to come off, but I think what I did is just going to take these straps off completely, and then I might take that cross member off. Well, I've decided to take the tank out completely. It gives me the opportunity to put this tank sealer in there, make it totally resistant to the ethanol fuel and the water it attracts. So I've tried to get it to move, but this pipe it's rubber and it's absolutely rigid, so I'm just going to have to saw that out, I think. I've disconnected the breathers on both sides, and I just need to go underneath now and disconnect the fuel lines underneath, or the fuel line underneath, and then we'll pull it out. So I'm going to disconnect that. It's the beauty of not having the diff in, I guess. I can get out that easily. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take this cross member out. Oh, that's it out of the car eventually. Don't know whether I got that on video. I don't think I did. But sorry about that. But anyway, it's come out just about. And now to just have a look at it inside. Well, there's the tank out. I'll inspect that later and see what state it's inside, but I think I'm definitely going to coat it, so that'll be for another video. Anyway, in here you can see where the top mounts for the diff are, and I think I really would have struggled getting those bolts out without taking the tank out, and then all this is displaced, so it gives me a chance to put all that back in again. Similarly the other side. So let's whip these out. Well, there we go. Bit hard to tell whether it's knackered or not, but I imagine it is. It's got rubber in it, so the rubber's 50 odd years old, so knackered. Well, now to put the new one in. I won't do these up tightly, I'll just loosely do them up, because when I put the diff in, I've got to make sure that these line up with the holes in the diff, and I need a bit of play probably to do that. So I'll just screw them in loosely. And now for the other one. A bit of a spring in it. Oh yeah, that's got some pretty severe signs of perishing around there. So that one's down. So I'm glad I'm changing these. So the next thing I want to do is change out these shock absorber mounts, strut mounts. I don't know how old they are, probably 50 years like everything else, and they've got a lot of rubber in them, so they're probably knackered. I've got some new ones, and I'm going to put those on. Oh, there, it's taken out. You can see the chassis's got a bit of rust, surface rust on it, but it's pretty good there. I'll clean it up and give it a bit of rust proofing. Here's the old mount. You see, I think it's seen better days if you compare it with the new one. There's the new one. And this old one, it's quite distorted, and it's got some spring in it, but it feels dry. It doesn't feel very rubbery. Knackered. Well, the first thing to do is to get the diff back into that space there. It came out this side, so I guess it's going to go back in this side. I've got to get there's a cross brace that goes across there, I've got to get that in, and there's two big washers. I think one goes below, one goes above, so that's the next operation. Well, I just disconnected the handbrake cable, so hopefully that will not get in the way too much. And I've got to lift the diff up onto that. Oh, I'm going to need something to do, an intermediary step for that. I've got a bucket. It's heavy, it's already full of oil. So. I'm going to take the mounts out. I think the mount is fouling on the mount on the side nearest the camera there where you guys are. Right, I'm going to try from the other side, this side now. Couldn't get it in the other side, and I think this breather nut was fouling as well. That was a bit easier. Well, now I've got to get this brace up in there above this, above here, on there, across this other side, bolt that in, and then on top of that, these washers go, there's one on top of here, each side, and then the bolt has to go up through that way, and then through the mount in the top, and then I'm going to do it up. So that's what I'm going to do now. I think this is going to be quite tricky. Well, there's the brace on. I just need to do the knot up, but I'm going to leave that, the bolt up. I'm going to leave that for the moment till I've tried to align the washers on top and the mount above. Well, I'm inside the car now, and there you can see the diff and the cross brace on top. So I'm going to use a bit of stud. See if I can align the two. Oh, it's just going to fall through. I've got some bolts here. Oh, that's better. That's a CVH engine head bolt. So I'm going to put that down, line the hole up, and just leave that in temporarily so I can push the other bolt on the other side through the whole lot, and then repeat the process and do this side. Well, I've decided I'm going to use this, doesn't fit down there, so I'm going to use the actual bolts, see if that works. The trouble is I think it's just going to drop out. Let's give that a go. Well, that seems to have worked, so I've managed to push the bolt and it's engaged, and I can see it from the other side. So I think I just need to tap that through and then put a nut on the top. Alright, it's tapped through, and put one of those on top, and the nut. It's got that. Now so I'm going to try and get the other side in. Well, that one went in a piece of cake. I just need to get it through a bit more so I can put the nut on, the washer and the nut on the top. There we go. Right, just need to now do the tie bars and connect the prop shaft. Right, now to put the tie bar on. It's going to go in there like that. I'm going to put these rubbers on. Let's get some silicone on that. For those that are wondering, it's WD-40 silicone, so it's not going to rot the rubber. That's going to go in like that. Then another one. End cap. And the nut. And then on this end there's a double locking nut. You can see that. So that one's got a chamfer on it. So that goes against the actual tie bar. I've got under seal or something all on that thread. I'm going to put a bit of copper slip on that, I think, just to help it along. Let's put a bit on there. I guess that's going to move a bit, so I won't do it up too tight. There we go. And the lock nut. Pinch those up. Tries a half nut and it's not Yeah, hopefully that'll be alright. Spanner's a bit thick. Oh yeah, rub some grease over it. There we go, and then just the other end. These are poly bushes, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Right, I'll leave that there for now. It's a bit loose, but I haven't done all the bolts up on. I haven't put the tiled on the other side. I haven't done all the mounting bolts up. So I think I'll leave that there for the moment. I need to go and put the tiled on the other side. I've done the prop shaft nuts and bolts up. They're all done up tight. But I just need to do the gearbox mounts up there. Need to tighten that up. And then it's done. Well, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and like. I had hoped to get a bit further today, but I've really run out of time. Anyway, next time, hopefully I'll get the struts in and perhaps the brakes on. Catch you next time.